Salutations everyone and welcome to another episode of Rising Tide of Sins campaign created by myself based on the world of Faerûn created by Wizards of the Coast. I'm Jane and I'm running this game for my friends. We call ourselves Tale Wardens. I'm also a professional game master, and if you're interested in playing with me, you can find me through the link in the description. You can see there the games that I'm currently running, or you can request a custom game. And without any further delay, my friends, let's jump to the session. Okay, welcome back. Rising Tide of Sins. Last we left off, you continued sailing towards Velen on your ship, with the slaves on board, after the adamantine mine. On the way, Fabio contacted Chantea using the spirit board that he had gotten from the Louvenir family. He also started to write a book. Eligos was contacted by Burgul, the hobgoblin warlord. Burgul told Eligos to come and meet in the north parts of Skaug Island in 10 days. Eligos also found out that the library of Candlekeep had more information about Dendar, the god of nightmares. This was possibly related to the nightmare subjugation that you were investigating. When you came to Velen, the people took you there as heroes. You met with the elf leader Mela Suavi. She gave you rewards and also marked a pirate island, Mintarn, on your map. It was a location where pirates came to find new jobs, for example. Velen turned out to be a relatively big place. You also found it to be much haunted. Ghosts were moving around, and this piqued your curiosity. You didn't yet find a definite answer why, but you were thinking to ask about it more. Mela decided to throw a party in your honor on the 24th. The city started to prepare for the fiesta. You were able to restock and buy magic items and materials. You then came to an aristocratic dining place. Eligos paid for 2 nights for the whole party. Wine was ordered by Fabio, and you were about to start your meal discussing the name of the party and Eligos's history. It is the afternoon of 22nd day. Yeah. So, let me change the music a little bit to something. I had a perfect track for this one. Just gotta find it. There we go. No, it actually sounds like...
Eligos.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, continue. I'm gonna find a perfect track. You can start.
So, Eligos, you were saying?
No, was I saying something?
Yes, Bumblebanes, our group name.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Bumblebanes. But you were just about to say something regarding your balls, if you remember. Hometown.
No, I was just discussing the great festivities that we used to have where I come from, and how that previous bit of music kind of reminded me of home.
Mm.
Been a while since I've been there.
And where's home?
Well, maybe we'll leave the dramatic possible expose to a more private setting than this.
Ah.
We have after all, a meal to eat, and there are a lot of ears around here, but maybe if I'll have drink or two and I'm feeling generous, we can finish this discussion later in the evening. Maybe in a bit more private setting than this.
We'll see.
So first we feast.
First we feast. Bring out the wings. Did we get our food and drinks?
Yeah, the food arrives. There's, well, you paid well for different kinds of delicious dishes, and there is whatever you ordered. I would say that in this place you can get nearly anything you want, so it is up to you what is brought in front of you.
Meat, cheeses.
Yes.
Meat.
Cheese
Go
and
with
meat
the
sounds
wine.
good. Didn't we ordered some food as well, so I guess it's meat and cheese.
At least
But
for
what
me.
about Elowen? Does she eat meat or anything animal based?
She's eating cheese. Like a mouse.
Okay.
Like a mouse.
Like a rodent. So, how's the wine to your sophisticated palate, Fabio?
Very good. It is exhilarating. It's good. It's good. So, what is the plan? Tomorrow, was it tomorrow? Or the day after tomorrow is the
I think it was
Fiesta.
day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Day after
So
tomorrow.
we have some. So I say we
Well-
have some time to explore, perhaps.
Yeah,
I'm
there
still
must be
feeling.
more to this place.
Yes, I'm still feeling intrigued about the ghost issue. I might even ask the ask the innkeeper. He seems like a knowledgeable gentleman, or I don't even know if he's an innkeeper, more like a master of this particular establishment.
Was he the guy who brought us to the table?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I generously tipped him 3 gold, so maybe he's willing to speak.
I should hope so. Maybe we can ask him if he'll show us to our room at some point, and we can ask then. And after
Should
that,
we,
I don't know.
Should the rest of us buy some fancy clothes as well if we're going to a fiesta for us?
Yes, I mean, not to offend anyone, but you do seem a little worse for wear.
Who are you talking about? Exactly.
No one in particular, mind you. It's been a long travel that we've had, and there's been some wear and tear, no doubt.
Did Edikos have some kind of like magic clothes on, or
Yeah, I can change my clothes appearance to a certain degree.
but that doesn't cover the smell.
That is true.
That is probably true. I should probably also have a little bit of a wash. Find the local washerwomen. Or men.
I see.
So
Well,
does anyone else have any outstanding things that they wish to do here, since we do have time.
Yeah, I'm
No,
taking that painting course
All right, you had
tomorrow. Yes, I'm really excited about that.
that. I'm happy for you.
that's good for
It's
you.
It's a noble hobby. Be sure.
I could as well go find a place where I can do my magnifying class. Since we have time.
Yeah,
You
that's-
have something
Great idea.
That's a good
just
point.
out
It
of
takes
interest.
takes a little bit time to craft something. Yeah, just wanted to add that there. Go ahead, Alexi.
Just out of interest, Randall, do you have like a specific use for that, or you just want a magnifying glass?
All
Torture.
dice. All dice, and yeah. It's easier to
Oh.
see, some fine details, and, could come
Yeah.
handy.
I don't disagree, not at all. I was simply curious if you had a specific thing in mind.
No, not really. No.
What about Eloan?
Yes, what about Elowen? You have any?
I might just tag along with anyone who wants company.
Well, I'm
Wow.
going shopping.
Now I remind you guys.
Ooh, shopping!
I remind you guys that you were also given a set of carpenter's tools, which can be handy, for example, in the ship combat if you want to be repairing the ship. So if someone wants to study how to use those, just
Is
to
there like a? I've never asked. Is there like a limit to how many things you can know how to use?
No.
No limit. All right.
No limit.
Well, I'm a bit of a carpenter, actually, so I could do it if nobody else wants to.
Well, certainly, someone absolutely should. It's a useful skill to have among a ship.
Yeah. Well, I will focus on that tomorrow as well, then.
And
Well.
Elowen, I hate to ask this of you. I know it's a somewhat personal thing with you and your patron, but if she can spare a moment, maybe she can chime in on the undead situation here. I would be interested to hear what a being like her thinks of all this. I know that she apparently doesn't like vampires, so
Yeah, I can try contacting her.
thank you. Any help would be appreciated. This seems like a bit of a dead end for now. These people don't seem too willing to help on the issue. So, after we've eaten, check out the rooms maybe?
For sure.
Take our stuff there. We still have some day left, I think.
Oh yeah, what time is it? It was.
It's
Afternoon, I think.
Yeah, afternoon.
Okay.
Few hours before sundown.
Well, then I'm going shopping tonight already.
I will join you.
I'm gonna
Oh,
get
I might.
nice and drunk and go on a shopping spree.
I might
Sounds
tag
good.
along. I don't have any other things to do for the night. Or today.
So a round of drink and let's go shopping. Eh?
We. Well, we already have 3 bottles of wine, so maybe we'll have some shots and then we'll go shopping. Or something. I don't know.
To
Well,
wash
it does
to
make
wash
spending-
off that taste of wine. Some liquor shots.
Do Rivet have any clothes, or are you just
Naked.
bare metal?
I could buy a new cape. Something
Yeah,
fancy.
something for the fiesta or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone is going shopping. Great.
Right, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. You guys finish with your meal. It's very nice, and since you spent a lot of money on that and to recuperate, and yeah, I'll say that you all have a heroic inspiration from that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Gotta use it before sleep.
Yeah.
So make some skill checks, people.
You are
All right.
wiping your mouth and finishing up. The waiters collect the dishes and ask you if you'd like to have any desserts. And when you are finished, eventually,
Just 3 whiskeys.
all right, whiskeys are brought. You finish up with the scotch and move out, having to take maybe few side steps when you're standing up from the table, but you find your way outside. And it was an early dinner, and as you're stepping out, there's still light, although the day is starting to come to an end at this point.
Can we go back just so that we can ask maybe the butler man that I think he would be the one to direct us to the finest shops
Yeah.
Absolutely,
if we're going to shopping.
absolutely.
Should we tip him a bit more to get him as our personal valet? Or like someone who we can trust in the city?
Yeah, why not?
The butler, he shows you out into the evening, and anything else, my dear patrons? You express your needs, and he goes, if you're looking for good shops, well, it depends, I suppose, what you're looking for exactly, but I would recommend the bazaar at the harbors. Don't,
A bazaar?
yes, don't settle with the outside market. Those are regular things, but I think that you're looking for something a little bit finer. Yeah? So, on the north side of the market, you'll find an indoor bazaar. It's open, but it has a roof, if you understand what I mean. Go there. There you will find many people who are selling better things for those who are looking for something more particular.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
well.
good.
In the
And
meantime, we go ahead.
I was just about to ask that I can assume that our room will be ready when we're eventually gonna come back this evening.
Absolutely, absolutely. We will also boil some water if you want to wash yourselves. After
So,
the long
just
you.
a question. Are we taking just one room or?
There's a separate room reserved for everyone. It is up to you if you want to share rooms. I'm not sure what the relationships here are, but you have your own rooms.
Perfect.
Sounds good. Well, thank you and see you later, I suppose.
He nods and goes back inside. He was referring to this green building here on this side. You were earlier shopping here in this outside market, but apparently there is a bazaar right next to it.
Okay, shall we see if there are any fine shops?
Let us do that.
Okay, we'll try to find a shop that would sell the finest clothes.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, I'm taking forever. I'm looking for something specific. Yeah, you
It's
can.
quiet in here.
Yeah, you can.
Almost too quiet.
You can talk about what you're about to buy while I'm looking for something.
So what are you
Well,
fine folk looking for?
I would buy the finest robes that I am able to find.
Sounds like a plan.
I already have a image in mind.
I'm trying to find a cape that is like looking good and at the same time it's somehow useful.
Right.
Seems like a good idea.
You guys arrive at the bazaar. It's like a courtyard with stands, but it looks way more organized than what the outside market, and it is busy, but it's, I want to say, yeah, more organized in the fashion how people are conducting business there. And the people who are here are less in a hurry to buy the day's fish catch and more like something meaningful. You look around, you can see indeed there are many types of clothes on sale. There's music being played. There is someone doing tattoos outside, and there is someone who has cards on the table and they're reading fortunes to someone else. Magic scrolls are
Oh,
being sold, potions are being brewed, and you can spy that there is also magic items on sale.
well, what looks like the right place to look for fancy clothes?
Yeah, you can definitely see that there is a particular stand where they are selling clothes. You see capes, you see suits, you see dresses, all kinds of clothing. Some of it looks non-magical, some of it looks magical. Regardless, they all look very fine, very good for different kinds of occasions.
Okay, should we try to find our party clothes from there?
Well, that seems like a logical place. I, for one, might buy some potions since I missed it the last time that you were buying it.
Yeah. Right. Oh, whoops. We're entering the place where they sell the clothes.
Yeah, so there's a...
Bonsoir.
Oh, hello, welcome! There's a gnome behind the stand. He's wearing very nice clothes. It's like a deep dark blue suit with very wide shoulder padding. There are some stars and sun and moon symbols all over it, and like this, the front part sort of comes from the shoulders and unites here in the front. So it leaves the chest a little bit open. You can see that there's a very fine looking pendant hanging from his neck. Oh, what can I do for you? You guys look marvelous. What kind of clothing are you looking for?
Well, see, we have a bit of a problem. We are somewhat of heroes, and the whole city of Velen wants to throw us a party, but we are the most capable heroes, so we don't look like the most. Well, we look capable, not the most presentable. So, yeah, maybe if you heard about the fiesta the day after tomorrow, your job would make us look a bit more representable.
Oh,
As
absolutely, my
yourself.
friend. This is not a problem to me. Artemis the Fashionable. I just made the name up. But let's go with that. It sounds good, yeah?
Oui. Yeah, oui. Okay, so we all need to look good. So perhaps I'm looking for something burgundy, like a deep purple or red robes.
Hmm, this sounds good. This sounds good. And what kind of budget are we talking about?
Well, I suppose you have something to present. Few options.
Well,
What
absolutely.
is the finest?
Well, the finest may not be even the most expensive, but it's, I have clothes for many purposes. I'm going to be very straight with you so that you know what you're looking for and what you can get here. Okay, so we have here just regular clothing, and it's not magical. It doesn't cost you too much. And then we have a little bit of magic, and then we have very purposeful magic. Clothing that can help you a lot if you're facing a difficult situation, but those will cost you a lot of money. Okay? Let's say that you wanted to go with something regular. I could say that for the price of up to 50 gold pieces, you can find a very, very nice cloak or suit or a dress. And then if we go above that, you can find things like cloak of many fashions. It's a common magic item that allows you to change your look so that you will look always the way how you want to look for the occasion. But it will, cost you a little bit more. And then if you're looking for protection, cloak of invisibility, and that type of things, you know, it's gonna run you a lot of money. So just be aware of that.
So when you said 50 gold, is this so 25 for us or 150% off? Or
The prices are already lowered for you, but he takes a break. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Nice.
Nice.
We're talking.
Good start.
But let me say, when it comes to your particular case, you know, the truth to be told, we were all very worried about the people who were abducted from our beautiful city. So, what the hell? Let me do a favor for you. I will lower the price 50% for you. You are my friends. I love you. Thank you so much.
merci beaucoup. All right.
Okay. Let's start with you, Fabio. You were looking for something more practical or something for this occasion, regular clothing.
Well, I mean, when you just threw it out that I can just buy a cloak of what was it, change appearances or whatever its name was.
Many fashions.
Maybe it's many fashions. Maybe it's just easier to buy that one and then I don't have to buy actual clothes. I can still, or can I still, like, if I have an armor and that cloak, will I look like I have a fancy robes on if I decide so, or?
It mainly, or it changes only the appearance of the cloak. So you can make the cloak look however you want.
All right. Then in that case, I'm sending a picture to the chat how I want to look like.
Oh. Royalty.
Just some fine clothes, unless there's a possibility to have something magical with this. I mean, I have the cloak of protection, so I can just throw that on.
Yeah. I would say that it's not like a. Yeah, I'm seeing the picture now. Beautiful. Yeah, you can't be wearing two cloaks at the same time. Technically, it's possible, but it would be kind of, if you
Yeah.
imagine putting.
So if I just buy nice clothes and wear the cloak of protection with those, that would. I mean, if we're going to a fiesta, I don't need my armor, so I can just buy normal clothes.
Yeah, this is.
But if there's a way to add something magical to the outfit, I'm interested in hearing. It's like maybe a ring or a necklace or something. If
Yes.
that's too broad of a question, I can look for items in the meantime when you talk with the other party members, but I can say that I will buy fancy clothes like that.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you can think about the price range of the jewelry that you want to add to the outfit, and it will definitely leave a bigger impact the more you are willing to spend money on it. You know, this can be a long time investment in the sense that then you have an outfit for even a royal type of situation. It's up to you. Who else was willing to spend some money here and get better outfit for themselves?
Well, I do need a shirt and a jacket and pants, so if you could help me with that, those.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Let me take your measures. He uses mage hand and his own little hand to take some measurements. Yes, yes, I have here a pattern ready for you. He snaps his fingers and these unseen servants, it's a spell that perhaps you would know. They start tailoring these things for you. I'm gonna go for the finer fabrics, okay? You want to select a color?
Fabio, what do you think? What would be a good color? I have no idea.
I would think that something dark green would perhaps suit you, or then a dark brown.
I always wear brown, so maybe green.
So green. Oui, oui.
Excellent, excellent. And maybe we add a silk scarf to that. What do you say? It gives a little bit like I want to say like a younger vibe to your outfit.
That seems too much. No.
Okay, we keep it low key then. Yeah, perfect. And so we go with the green straight pants, green jacket, darker, darker color. Yes, and I think that clean classic white shirt with that will go just perfectly. What do you say?
Fabio?
Oui, oui, oui.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Excellent. Let me get that for you. And with the discount, fine clothes like this, it'll be 10 gold pieces.
Okay, that seems fair. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. It is my pleasure to elevate you. Now, who else wants to be elevated?
Do you have
Just quite.
those cloak of protection?
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Cloak of
I
protection.
would like to have one and maybe a top hat for the party.
Oh, fine choice. Cloak of protection. You are aware that this requires some mental connection, attunement, you know? You are
Yes.
good, good, good. Okay. It is an uncommon thing, so it'll run you with the discount 200 gold pieces.
I'll take that. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
And top hat.
And a top hat. Um, do you want it to be just a regular clothing item or something else added to it?
It can be regular one.
Very good. In that case, since it's only
And the
one,
biggest one.
the biggest one, of course, of course. I will say, I have something here. And he goes to the back and comes back with a top hat that is roughly half of his size. So I want to say like at least 30 centimeters tall.
That's perfect.
Very good, very good. Um, with the discount, 5 gold pieces.
So 205 gold pieces.
That would be correct.
I also put into the chat the current robes that I am wearing. I changed them to a bit fancier.
Nice.
Ooh, yes, beautiful, beautiful.
So how much should I pay for the clothes? I don't.
So the
I mean,
fine,
I have used all of my attunement clothes and attunement slots, so there's no point of buying a necklace or a ring.
yeah, if you want a magical thing, then it can get a little bit complicated if it requires attunement. Non-magical jewelry, of course, just to elevate your looks is an option, but it's up to you.
Just the clothes.
Very good. Just the clothes with a discount, same as for Randall 10 gold pieces.
Alright, thank you. Elowen, what about you?
I don't think I'll buy anything. I'm happy with my robes.
Well, it is good to be happy as you are.
We are
Thanks.
going to a party for us, but it is for us, so we have the freedom of doing what we want.
Oh yes, and you do have quite fancy clothes already, so
I have
maybe
actually no idea what she looks like.
I can't bloody remember only her like avatar picture in the. It's so small in the chat.
They're very tasteful, your clothes. Wanted to ask, my fair elven lady, would you be interested in... I have here a cloak of elven kind. It does require attunement, so if you're out of mental capacity, then this may not be a good choice for you.
What does it do?
It's a magic item that allows you to hide better, and at the same time it makes it more difficult for your enemies to see you. Makes it easier if you want to be hiding.
How much is it?
This is an uncommon thing, so same as the Cloak of Protection, 200 gold pieces with the discount.
I'll take it.
But to remember, Elowen, I think you already had a. You did have a cloak of protection, did you not?
Yes.
Oh, then
So you can't.
I can't
So you
recommend
can't
it then.
wear them
Oh.
simultaneously. You would have to decide which one you're wearing.
I guess not then.
Very good.
You're a good salesman though.
Yes,
almost had you.
thank you very much.
Of course, you could buy an amulet or a ring, since you were already keen at
I'm
buying.
gonna buy some flowers at the market so I can put them in my hair for the party.
Well, that
Good
always
idea.
elevates the outlook. Yes, I can recommend go there. There's a Kieran named fellow. He's selling very nice flowers. I always buy from him.
Thank you.
I love the Randalls and Rivets looks. Beautiful.
Nice. Hot damn.
Distinguished gentleman.
Indeed. Sean Connery himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else that you are... Oh yeah, the flowers. I'll say that when you go to the flower stand, you see all kinds of flowers. They're all fresh, very nice looking. The sales has been already good today, so you can see that many pots are empty at this point. But there's a multitude in the selection. Do you have something specific in your mind, or you want a bouquet of variety?
I'll buy some if they have like pink and white flowers, small ones.
Okay, yeah. The guy, he's wearing, what is it called? What the farmers wear, made of jeans.
Overalls.
Yeah, like
overalls.
overalls that are not jeans, but instead regular fabric, cotton. And he has a long hair, looks kind of hippie. And yeah, what can I get for you?
I'd like some flowers, pink ones and white ones if you have. And also, do you sell flower seeds?
Right on, pink and white. And seeds we got, yeah. I'll find you seeds. Okay, let me take a look. He makes a bouquet of pink and white flowers, places it on the table, and then he brings a bag of seeds. These are sunflower seeds. That's what I could find right away. I have something else as well in the bag if you want something else.
No, those look good. I'm happy with them. I'll take them.
Yeah, you take. Hey, I gotta ask for a payment. Sorry. Yeah. So I don't know, like maybe a couple gold pieces. Does that sound fair?
Gold?
Man, you
I'll
can't
give you 10.
like
That's
own
flowers.
flowers. You can't own flowers, man.
I think he was trying to sell us pot.
10 gold pieces. That's rad. All right.
Well, perhaps you can give us the pot for free then. If that's
Sure.
what he was trying to say.
Sure. Take the pot. Nice. Now I can get myself some breakfast. It's about time.
Groovy.
Rivet is
Thank
confused.
you very much.
Here, yeah. Now we can smoke some pot. Oh hell yeah! I have an idea. Shit, I haven't told anyone about this. Now that we have the pot, I have a pipe of smoke monsters.
What the hell is that?
While smoking this pipe, you can take a magic action to exhale a puff of smoke that takes the form of a creature, such as a dragon, slumph, slod, blah blah blah. The form must be small enough to fit in a 1-foot cube. So we can be like Gandalf, making shit by smoking pot.
Damn.
All right,
That's wild.
let me try this one. I light the pipe and I release a dolphin.
The smoke forms into the shape of a dolphin that starts sort of like diving and jumping in smoke waves in front of you.
Ah, it is working. Does somebody want to try?
Quite impressive. I just so you're clear, I hope that it was clear that she bought a pot. I don't think she
No.
bought pot.
Pot. No, pot. I thought he gave us pot.
No, a pot to grow plants in.
Oh no, pot.
No, a pot. I think.
No, I told him that he can actually sell us the pot that he had in the back. I'm sure he was such a hippie that he had some weed.
Okay, I thought that Elowen was buying a pot.
But I was
I
buying
don't know
pot.
what's going on. I just got some flowers. You can
I
have
bought some
a
weed.
pot or pot.
I bought some weed.
Hey man, if you're looking for some organic tobacco, I have here something that'll blow your mind, you know?
Well, it should be in the same price that Miss Elowen gave you 10 gold for the flowers. So perhaps it's a nice parting gift for us.
Dude, come on, I got a rent to pay and, you know, I need to take care of things, so throw in a little bit more, will you?
1 silver.
Make a persuasion check. Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
Old Tobo.
So he gives you pot.
Well, now I'm puffing a dragon out of the pipe.
Yeah, it goes into your head, unlike any tobacco that you have been smoking before in your life. And
Oh God. What is this?
Careful with that stuff.
Fabio's eyes start, especially since he's already intoxicated by the alcohol, he's starting to look quite drowsy.
Somebody want to try?
I'll save it for later. I think I'll keep my wits about it. For
I had
now.
never tried it before, so I wanted to see what the fuss is about.
Well, I could give it a try.
Hey!
Hey!
Okay, there you go.
You take a.
What are you puffing?
I don't know.
What's the first monster that comes to your mind?
Spider stuff.
Spider. Okay, it's complicated, but it's like the smoke comes out of the pipe in these 8 thin legs, and then the body of the spider pulls itself out of it, and then it starts flying in the air. It looks like the spider legs are sort of like swimming in the air. And you also start feeling it.
Oh shit. I think I need to sit down.
Fine. The peer pressure got to me. Give it here.
Yeah.
The pipe is
Ellie,
going
goes.
around. You're also taking a hit. What kind of monster are you puffing out?
It's gonna be like a small version. Like it hits me immediately, and I kind of lose my sense of sense. So I'll puff out a small version of a lich, and it's gonna look like a certain lich.
All right, all
If you
right.
know what I mean.
Yeah. So
But it's gonna be small. It's gonna be like a gnome sized.
yeah, so this undead wizard comes out of the pipe, sort of like with his arms spread to the sides and like levitating out of it.
What the fuck, man? What is that?
Oh, that was worth seeing, I have to say. I just hope he never hears about this.
Anyone else? Rivet? Perhaps it will open your memory.
I don't
Do
know.
it. Just do it.
Elowen?
No thanks, I'm already high on life.
Oh my god.
Oh, the most unsurprising yet still surprising.
Yes, I passed this time also.
Camp Elowen.
Well, can't be Elowen. We can save the rest for the party.
Okay. Those of you who took from the pipe, you have advantage for Constitution saving throws, but disadvantage for Dexterity saving throws.
Oh my.
The pain is numbed, but your reflexes are slower.
Ah,
This is like the days at the University of Necromancy all over again.
how was it to study necromancy? It is not the most common thing.
It's quite interesting if you don't mind the stink.
So what do you do exactly? You have dead bodies and you try to make something or what?
Well, that is part of it. And there's summoning of spirits, casting curses, all sorts of stuff that deal with life and death, the eternal cycle.
How can
What
you
does this
make something dead move again? How does that like even work?
Well, to put it in a layman's terms, your body is merely a vessel for your soul. You're just meat, so to speak. It's not impossible to bring a certain amount of, I would call it anima, back into your body to simply reanimate it. Of course, the highest form of necromancy would be bringing the soul back, but that is the more complicated form. Anyone can make a body dance, but that body is no longer the person it was. It's simply a bunch of moving meat.
well,
Interesting.
But to bring the soul back, or anything relating to the soul, that is the true art.
is that something that you are trying to figure out?
Well, sure. I mean, death is an interesting and a very avoidable part of life. So I'm interested to learn how to avoid it and how to manipulate it as best I can.
Yet it is quite a final concept, death.
Exactly. So
Is this
I'm hoping to
and
learn how to make it less final.
and do you have a plan on how to learn this, or do you already know what to do?
Well, it's mostly a matter of skill, and despite how great of a wizard I am, there's still much to learn on that aspect. And I also have some, well, already said that I studied it, so no point hiding that, of course, I have people that are even stronger and more powerful and knowledgeable about the subject than I am.
And can they do it?
Oh, yes. Yes, they can. Indeed.
Return the soul into the body.
Return the soul, not to die. All of that. To
So
become
in theory, they could make
eternal.
you immortal.
In theory, absolutely. Or at the very least, very, very, very hard to kill.
But can the soul die?
Well, that is a philosophical question. I mean, in a way, soul usually does not die. We pass on to whatever waits beyond. Some go to the gods that they have served in life, and their gods take their souls and do with them whatever the gods do. Usually they will serve their gods in afterlife. Some of the more godless, I've heard to say, are doomed to a certain type of how would you call it? Oblivion. There are many places that a soul can go after death. That is what the philosophers and those well versed in religion say.
That's
Oh.
interesting. So I need to find a god who I can believe.
I have a
Well,
good that I can recommend. It's perhaps the greatest god ever.
well, wars have been fought over that statement, but
She's a tremendous goddess. In fact, perhaps the greatest of all time.
but
I
I
can
wouldn't worry.
recommend.
I wouldn't worry too much about that, Rivet. I think first you need to learn about your soul. Since you are a bit different than the rest of us on that regard.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. And maybe I decide to become a god myself. That's an
Well,
option too.
that is an interesting goal. Many have tried that and some have even succeeded. Most infamously the Dead 3, for example. Those whose names shouldn't be spoken to out loud in a public place, but might have heard about them. They were once mortal and they became gods.
Curious. I should probably change into my final clothes, but I am just a bit worried to leave them into the inn. I am wondering if we should store our armors at the ship, or
Well, I don't. We aren't staying at the most seedy inn. I would say that if they're safe at the ship, they're safe at the particular inn that we're staying. I mean, it was a fine establishment. I'm sure they do lock their doors. But of course, if you're worried, you do whatever you see is best. Are we heading to the inn? I mean, it is getting to be an evening.
it is. But the evening is early. Perhaps we should go for drinks, some fun time. We have
Well,
deserved it all then.
I don't disagree. Of course, there's drinks at the inn, but if we want to find another place to drink, why not?
No, we can go to the inn. What about Randall, Elowen, or Rivet? What do you want?
I mean, whatever floats your boats. I mean,
Yeah, that's fine by me. It's somehow funny to watch you guys drinking. I learn a lot.
I can imagine.
We could go try and speak with the ghosts. Maybe they are more
Oh
in the
yeah.
evening or something. I don't know.
Perhaps we can get really drunk and discuss with the ghosts. That
Yeah.
is fun.
That is a good idea.
Well, I mean, if you feel like that, I think we might get more out of them with a clear mind, but
I heard it helps to be a little bit drunk when talking with ghosts. It makes it easier.
That is what I heard as well.
Yeah.
well, could be, could be.
It's all about the state of mind kind of thing. Yeah. So drinks it is. Let's go drinking.
Right. You
Let
guys
us do
find
that.
sort of like a terrace outside of a public house. It looks cozy, it looks friendly, nice. The people there more in the sophisticated side, but it's like I said, it's cozy, it's approachable, and you can find easily a nice round table outside there, and there's no menu. It's just that they're asking you what would you like to drink, and yeah, what would you like to drink?
What do you guys want?
Well, I could have a gold beer for a change.
Beer sounds fine. Randall?
Yep, sounds good.
Elowen?
I have some apple juice.
Rivet?
Come on. Make it an apple cider at least.
Rivet?
Basically the same
Anything?
thing.
I don't. No, I don't drink
Nothing?
nothing.
Tres cervezas, por favor.
Very good.
Una apple cider.
So
Or a juice.
I'll say it's not very.
I still order a cider.
All right. And yeah, it's not too expensive at all. I'd say that for the bunch of it. Go through the order again. Sorry.
3 beers, 1 apple cider. I'll pay.
All right. 4 silver.
Right. This round's on me.
Thank you.
To the Bumble Banes.
To the bumblebeans.
Yeah.
You are enjoying your drinks, and you see that the people are starting to take the stuff away from the market outside, and the businesses are starting to close. They are closing the doors to these, like if you can see on the picture, there are those doorways, and in each of them there's some kind of a shop, and they pull the doors, closing up, and the day is starting to be over. The people are mainly headed home, but for example, this place where you are seated, it remains open. Although you do notice that immediately when the sun is starting to set, many of the patrons leave their tables and pay their bills and are headed home. You can see in the table near to you, there's an old man. He's got a notebook and writing equipment there, smoking a pipe, and he's wearing this like basker type of hat, a scarf that looks like it's some kind of finer material, maybe cashmere, and yeah, he's smoking pipe and looking towards the water as he's enjoying a large pint of ale. Otherwise, it's starting to get empty there.
Interesting.
Excusez-moi. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to say that these are usually the busy times in a place like this. Seems
It
like
is
the people.
interesting.
Seems like the people dislike the dark or some such
Maybe they
thing.
are afraid of the dark. Excusez-moi, Mr.
Yes.
Ah, what are you writing? Are you?
This is sort of like a personal collection of memories made into oops.
Ah, I'm a wee bit of a writer myself. I don't know why I said wee bit of a. I am French, but I am a writer myself. That is interesting. Come on, join us.
Well,
What do you want?
thank you for the
Another ale?
invitation. He closes his notebook.
Excuse-moi, one ale for the mister. I'll just take a silver out of my.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Seems like you and us are the only patrons left in this fine establishment for tonight.
The light is starting to die, and it gets more quiet. As the gentleman sits down, he looks across the table, and now that he's sort of like coming to this world after being very much in his thoughts, you can see his facial expression changes. He's paying attention to you. He's got sort of that inner charisma that comes with age, and he's clean shaved, clearly old. He's human, maybe in his 60s. Thank you for the invitation. Yeah, I'm as well a writer.
You are welcome, Mr. Shall I call you Mr.? No. Why are you gay?
My name is Raymond.
Raymond, what a fabulous name. My name is Fabio Latasha, and we are the Bumblebane. Pleasure to make acquaintance.
It's a pleasure. Well,
So,
it feels like I'm seated with the superstars. I heard that you guys were doing a great service to the city.
no, it is. Well, if you say superstars, we are not arguing. Perhaps so. So, my friend Elagos here had a interesting thought. See, we have sailed the seven seas and seen all the fine cities in the world, but one thing that is in common that is different here is that this is the finest hour to be out and drink and enjoy, but in Velen, everything is closing, people are leaving. Are the people afraid of the dark?
No, people are not afraid of dark. I don't think that it's fear. It's more out of respect. I've come to learn.
Respect.
Yeah, I've spent a few months here, and it appears that the people, they respect the death. As you may have noticed, there are some ghosts here in Velen, and they roam the streets, especially during the nights. They relive their lives, reenact their lives, like if they own the establishments and whatever they used to do in their lives. Sort of like coming back to remember what it was like to be alive.
Yes, we have noticed
Interesting.
this. We have noticed this phenomenon, and do you know anything about it? More than, as you said, you've been here a few months, so you're not from here. I'm correct.
No, I'm not from here. Yeah, well, people seem rather indifferent about the haunting. They leave the ghosts alone and they sort of coexist.
That is quite unique, I would say.
Definitely. One of the reasons
Can't
why
help.
I've wanted to stay here. It's an interesting display every evening.
But can we stay out late, or
Yeah,
are we required to go inside? We can be with the ghost.
yeah. You can be outside. They're not threat to you unless you are hostile towards them.
And have you had any encounters with these ghosts that are worth mentioning?
You know, naturally, I couldn't help with my curiosity when I came here. Had to strike a conversation with one of the undead. They are sometimes playful, sometimes less. Not very hostile. They don't seem to be so interested in the living. Like everyone, they're only interested in their own life or afterlife.
They are aware of their current condition of being dead.
Yeah, and unlike ghosts usually, you know, they are spirits that are unable to move forward. But I think that they have moved forward. I think that they have crossed the veil. I've done a little bit of research, and my hypothesis is that the veil is just very thin here. The ethereal plane overlaps our plane everywhere. But here, the border can be crossed. So when you're moving around, be careful not to step into the mists so that you're not lost in the ethereal. You may never be able to come back.
I have heard of such instances before, but usually those occurrences happen in a place where something has happened to make the veil thinner, as you say. Oftentimes it's something quite gnarly. For example, a mass death or something like that could thin the veil between life and death if one place has seen a particular amount of suffering. Yet here, everyone seems to be in understanding that it is quite the opposite.
Well, we can't know the history because not everything is recorded. But you are right. Perhaps there is a violent or tragic history to Velen as well that is forgotten, or people have wanted to forget it. The islands around, they are very much plagued by piracy, and the woods here south of us, I hear that many dangers still live in those woods. I don't know the history, but we can only assume that there has been tragic events in the past.
Suppose that is true for most places. Maybe it is simply that simple. Maybe there is no grander truth behind it. And I suppose since the people don't seem to mind the situation as it is, well, who am I to argue with that?
How long are you planning to stay?
Well, at least till the fiesta, day after tomorrow. We're staying for that at least. Maybe after that, we shall move on. Haven't decided yet.
As you're going through the conversation, that darkness comes, and from where you are seated, you observe these translucent spectral figures starting to appear, as at the same time a thick mist rolls out from the ocean that has started to calm down for the night. And the ghosts that you see now moving through the streets as if they were alive, they have this very strong hue of metallic light from within. They sort of shine in the darkness. It's eerie. It looks scary. You are used to the idea that undead are dangerous and they want to take your life. At least for majority of you, that would be the idea. But at the same time, it's also beautiful to be watching these spectral beings reliving their lives. They sort of go to these closed shops and they start organizing things. They're not actually moving anything around, but it's like they're mimicking of moving boxes and setting out their stands, and some go to the docks to fish. There are child ghosts that are playing together, running through the streets, and you hear this echoing laughter of the children and conversations that the ghosts are having together. They seem peaceful, they seem like if they were human beings. It's just different.
What a sight.
It is. I assume that there's no staff in the restaurant anymore. Or
There's a guy
Ah.
sitting next to the door. He's sort of like just leaning against the wall and also smoking, waiting for you guys to finish. The bar probably closes when you are done here.
Oh, Eligos, now would be a good time to investigate the ghosts more thoroughly if you want to.
Well, I'm of two minds about it at the moment. What good Sir Raymond here said. It might just be that simple. Maybe this place has seen some death at some point, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that has thinned the veil, but there seems to be no no ill will when it comes to these undead. I can show you if this was the some kind of a thing done by a malicious necromancer or something like that, this scene would be very much different.
Yeah, maybe they all died at the same time by the nightmare subjugation, and they killed each other, and
No, but
now
this
it's
has been
coming
going.
back.
This has been going for hundreds of years, I think.
Oh yeah, it was so. Oh yeah, you're correct. They didn't die at the same time.
Yes, and from what I understood, sometimes people who die currently join these ghosts.
Yeah,
Maybe they
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Maybe they do indeed do so willingly. Clearly
Yeah,
the
so it
ghosts.
was.
Clearly the ghosts don't seem to mind it, so maybe if something comes across, but I will investigate it more. But at this moment, I'm content. So,
It's kind of makes me sad.
well, in a way. But then again, this does seem to be a particularly unique case. These ghosts aren't here unwillingly. They clearly, more or less, choose to be here.
Yeah.
And, well, a chosen undeath is something totally different from death. But we'll see what tomorrow day brings. Maybe I shall visit the temple of the Dawn Lord. Or the priest. I don't usually deal with them that much, given my predilections to certain type of magic that we don't quite see eye to eye, but... Well, he lives in a town full of undead, so maybe he's a different type of Dawn priest.
Maybe so. Maybe I'll visit the shrine of Jean-Terre then. In the meanwhile.
Sounds like a plan. So are we heading back to the inn? How do you feel, folks?
Perhaps to the inn. Or what do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm ready to go. I feel him
Yeah, let's
a bit
go back.
tired.
Did you drink the cider, Elowen?
Yes, like half of it.
Was it good?
Yes, it's quite strong.
Well, I'll finish that then.
Just about to say the same.
Yoink!
Yoink.
So, after
So, let us go.
yeah, you finish your drinks and walk to the haunted streets back to the inn.
Sorry, I just wanted to say to Raymond that hope we see him at the fiesta.
Yes, me as well. I thank him. Thank him very much for the conversation.
Absolutely, folks. It was a pleasure. I think I'm gonna sit here for a while.
Enjoy the rest of your night, sir.
You too. As you walk through the streets, the ghosts go on doing their own things, hardly paying attention to you. There are some spectral children who try to play ball with you, and there is no ball, but they're sort of like kicking the air, and it looks like a game of ball. But other than that, they're pretty passive and hardly take any contact. There's one ghost that passes by, smiles and nods for you. Good evening. But
Good evening.
doesn't really strike a conversation, just continues forward. Friendly gesture. You eventually reach the inn and you are taken to your rooms. A bath is also prepared for those who want to take it. The rooms are aristocratic. Beautiful queen-size beds, silk linen. You'll be sleeping very comfortably tonight. If there's nothing that you want to do before going for the rest, why don't we take our break here? Alrighty, we are back. Eligos, did you want to do something before going for a rest?
Yeah, I guess I'm just after having all those drinks and these conversations. Maybe at this point I tell Fabio that, well, maybe now is the time of the other conversation that you were interested in having. A bit more privacy and all that.
I open the bottle of rum that I have. Plop.
Maybe the rest of us could be here as well. Randall,
I give you a encouraging drink.
well, so we've been traveling for quite a bit of time, and I've known Rivette and Elowen for a bit longer than you and Randall, but I would say that at this point I trust you enough to drop some of the secrecy. I'm certain that it has been at least somewhat in your minds. Maybe you've been questioning some of my motives, and well, the truth might make you question them a bit more, and well, that I can't help. But just to put things up there, so we're at the same square, so to speak, I suppose I can tell you at this point where I am actually from, and since Elwen and Rivette already know that, I figure at this point you might as well. But I must ask you that with this gesture of trust, I am asking you to keep this secret from others we might encounter.
No, of course.
Elowen and Rivette has already made that promise before, and they have kept it quite well, and I thank them both for it. Since, well, my homeland is a bit of a sore subject to some people, and especially what I am in my homeland is even a more sore subject to many people, so might as well. And at this point I'll drop the illusion that I have in my robes at the moment. And at the same time, everyone is here. I'm just asking, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at the same time, I take my hood off and drop the illusion on my robes, and I'll put to the Discord the actual photo
Yes.
what Eligos looks
Yeah.
like.
Yes. Wise man from the east.
Ah, Faerûn.
And I'm not sure how much you guys know about this, but
I don't know,
I
I guess
remember.
I'll have to make a history check.
Yes, do that. All of you can do that.
Apparently not much.
You still have
Okay.
your
You have
inspiration if you want to burn it.
just before sleep.
Well, yeah, sure. Probably don't know much.
All right, so
Everyone knows a little.
yeah, Fabio. Even though you don't know much, you have heard of red wizards of Thay, and your knowledge is restricted to just that they are evil, they want bad, they are extremely interested in necromancy and undead. That's about it. Randall, you know a little bit more. I would also add to that they serve their society. First of all, it has a very clear hierarchy, and they used to use living slaves in the history a lot, but nowadays it's more undead slaves that are keeping up the society, and they use a lot of magic also to maintain their kingdom, and their grand ruler is a lich undead wizard called Zastam. Was everything that I said correct, Eligos?
Yes, absolutely.
This is pretty much what you know.
So, here is the truth of it.
Well, I mean, not knowing a lot of where you come from, it seems that you seem like fine, well-mannered gentlemen.
Well,
Can't say I've never met a red wizard, but if they are everyone like you, it seems like a very pleasant place.
well, they're
From what I've
not
heard,
all.
they are not all that nice. Why?
Well, Randall is correct in that. Certainly.
Yeah.
Well,
So how are
handle
you
it,
so
boss.
different from my
Well,
experience, at least?
Is he?
Yeah.
Aha, Joke.
well, first of all, my job for my homeland is basically to be somewhat of an information gatherer in foreign lands. So naturally, I do not go around laughing maniacally and raising the undead and causing all sorts of fuss. That would be counterproductive. Also, I would find that to be distasteful. Whatever some people may think of my homeland, we're not savages. We're certainly different from other
Any
places.
information you have shared about us to some colleagues?
Not about you specifically. About the nightmare subjugation and all of this that has been going on, certainly. It is something that my homeland would be very interested in. After all, it is a
Yeah.
uncanny, magical occurrence. Something that my people are very familiar with and interested in.
So
And
you're a
yes,
secret agent.
well, of a sort, I guess, yes. You could say that. But the reason is that why I'm hiding my identity first and foremost is that, well, think about the drow, for example. Most people know the drow, and they have a bit of a bad reputation, to put it mildly. So, whenever they appear somewhere, people tend to have certain preconceived ideas about them, so that goes similarly to me. Red wizards aren't looked kindly in most places that know about us, and most places know about us.
If I was a character
are-
in this campaign, I would now ask, do you feel like you're the Dris Duardon of Red Wizards? Sorry, continue.
But yes, the reputation that we have is mainly due to the fact that we are, in fact, indeed necromancers, most of us. And our nation is somewhat run by the undead as a servant, and our leader is indeed a lich. So those things tend to cause some opinions.
Well, yes. That's quite a lot of information.
Well, it's better to put it all out there.
Yes, and I do appreciate that. That is
Well, I'm
nice of you.
appreciative on the fact that no one is screaming or getting torches and pitchforks. At least not yet. And I can assure you all that whatever else I am and whatever else motives I have, every bit of what we've gone through has been genuine, and I have the best interests of this group in my mind. And I do want to find out everything about this nightmare subjugation, and in no way do I want to cause any problems for the Sword Coast. But my mission here is that I am following certain orders from my homeland, some of which I can't always be most forthcoming with, but rest assured they do not threaten any of you.
And is your homeland an, I don't know how to say it, but enemy state of Baldur's Gate?
Well, it's not a friendly state, I would say, but there has been no war between us, simply for the fact that we are quite far from each other. If we were to meet any of the people from Mulhorand, for example, who are our neighbors, that would be a different thing entirely. They would likely want to kill me where I stand.
Would the Baldurians?
Well, they would probably view me with the same type of mistrust as they would a drow, for example, from Menzoberranzan. Maybe not kill me outright, but they certainly wouldn't like me being around.
And what do you feel about them? If you've been at war with them?
The Mulhorand people?
No, the Baldur's Gate.
No, we haven't been in war with them.
Oh, I thought you said a long time ago.
No, we haven't been in war with them ever, because we are a long way from each other.
Oh, okay.
Mainly we've been in war with our neighboring nations, and naturally the people from there, they wouldn't take kindly to me, to put it mildly. And your average people from Baldur's Gate, if they know about the Red Wizards, they know that we are evil. We bring death, destruction. So how would you view a person like that?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. I know you, and you are not a person who brings death and destruction, but a fine gentleman. But it is
And that
an
is
interesting topic.
that is what I try to be. But like I said, my
So-
homeland has a sordid history and sordid present, some might think.
But you
the
can't.
fact... Yes.
No, it's just one individual does not mean that he or she is like the rest of his kind, I suppose.
Well, that is true, of course. Then again, I do serve my homeland. I'm not trying to hide that. And that is a fact, of course, which I hope that you accept to a degree. Like I said, I will certainly not do anything to harm this group, but at the end of the day, I am here to serve a mission from my homeland, and I am a loyal citizen to my state. And my leader is a lich, so that might cause an opinion on some people. But he's not that bad of a guy.
Well, you have been honest and helpful so far, and as long as that's keeps on going, I see no reason to have any animosity towards you. But it just raises the question if the mission conflicts your interest with your homeland and what we are doing, or the group.
Well, at the moment, absolutely not. But of course, I cannot promise
Yeah.
that will never be the case. And for the sake of being open, I promise you this, and this is a very, shall I say, well, not something that my superiors would probably like, but seeing that we have risked our lives together, I feel like I owe you the fact that if there ever comes a time where my mission does conflict with our interests, I will be open about it. And we'll try to figure that out then. But at the moment, I don't see any conflict. My mission at the moment is simply to find out information about the nightmare subjugation and share it with my homeland.
Oh, we appreciate your honesty. Well, there's no point of worrying about the future.
I agree on that.
As long as we're honest to each other, we'll just have to wait and see.
I think so too. But like I said, this is something that I hope to keep between us. Let us not advertise my state of being. Maybe I'll wear my red robes from now on, from every now and again, but usually not out in the open.
And if someone asks, you can always use the same phrase, wise man from the east.
Yes.
Yes, Rivet has learned that quite well. And Elowen has been kind enough to understand my predicament as well. She seems to be in a very enlightened state of being that we should not judge people from their backgrounds. Isn't that right?
Yes, exactly. It's horrible what prejudice you face just from because where you are from, but you are such a nice fellow.
Thank you kindly. And I try to be, for the most part. So,
Well,
All
thank
right.
you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
well,
We have
thank
a-
you for taking it as well as you did.
Should we head for bed? We have some stuff to do tomorrow. Rivets, painting classes, and so on.
I think
Yes.
this is a good time to end the day.
Sure is.
I agree. Good night, bumble beasts. Or whatever.
Bumble Banes.
Banes.
Good night, bumblebees.
Alrighty, you guys head for bed, and Elowen, you as an elf don't really need to sleep so much. It's more like a meditating trance that you need to recuperate in order to keep yourself going. Where does your mind drift during this trance tonight?
To Feywild, like it usually does.
To your home?
Or to the parts that I can remember, which isn't that many, but they come in this trance state.
Yeah,
I can remember better.
the dreams that you experience during the trance are as blurry as your memories of Feywild in general. But tonight, it actually does feel like you are walking into this beautiful dream of green, blue, yellow, orange, red, vivid colors. And there are people. There's structures, wooden and of marble as well. Everything's taken over by beautiful vines of plants, and a word comes to your mind, or more like a sentence. This is the summer court. You step further and you find yourself surrounded by beautiful fake creatures. Some of them are elves, some of them are, you see unicorns, you see centaurs, there are sprites, pixies, other whimsical creatures. And there's a form of feminine, but it's blurry. You can't quite make out the details, but it feels right for you to sit right where she is seated. You sit cross-legged in front of her. She's magnificent. She's big, physically big, but beautiful. Source of warmth and nurturing, yet also a source of chaos and wrath. She's everything. Most importantly, it feels home. Do you say anything?
It feels good to be home.
Her voice replies to you. It's like a warm blanket that wraps you. Yes, it does. You have come to Velen, where undead walk the streets. You know how I feel about them. But them, they are not a plague for the living. They are at peace.
Can I help them?
You can help the living so that they can continue passing to this place. There is something far more sinister brewing, something that puts the natural order in jeopardy, including the people of Velen. They are in danger of becoming undead on the material plane. The nightmare beacons, they must be destroyed. I don't have answers to all questions, but I know that this must be done. This is your task. And as you go forward, try to look for light, life, and beauty everywhere you go. Bring a smile to people's faces and bring your wrath upon your enemies.
I will do as you ask and trust your guidance.
Now rest and relax. She picks you up. You feel like an infant, and she places you in her lap, lulling you to what would be as close to human sleep as you can imagine. The following morning comes, and you have rested quite well in your chambers. Rebet, there's a knock on your door.
Who is there?
I'm sorry, it's Richard. I am the butler.
Oh, come in.
Thank you, sir. There's someone who wants to see you. They are to take you for your painting class, my dear sir.
Yes, I have waited all night.
I bet you have. Shall I prepare anything? Do you want to bathe before going or eat anything?
No, I will go straight away.
Excellent, excellent. Others, if you ordered a wake up, it will be there. If you didn't, you can also sleep in. It's up to you. I would say that probably there's also Richard goes to knock on Randall's door. My dear sir, are you awake?
Yes, I have been awake since 5.
Ah, and are you decent? Can I enter?
Yes, come in.
All right, sir. Oh my God, you're okay.
Whoopsie.
Sir, yeah, there's someone asking for you to join them for learning how to use the carpenter's tools.
Oh yes, let me just put my pants on and I will be out in a whiff.
Thank
He
you.
thinks decent is having a shirt on.
Yeah. He was already practicing using some tools.
And do you want any breakfast before going, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I could have some sausage and eggs and whatever you have.
Sausage and eggs. All right. Very good. I will tell the cook to prepare.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you downstairs, and yeah, wear some pants.
Rube. All right.
So you guys head to study the tools. How about others? Fabio, Elowen, Eligos, what are you guys up to?
I wanted to visit the shrine
Shrine of
of
Shanta.
Shanta.
Eligos.
Well, maybe I'll. Sorry. Pictures. Fantastic. Maybe I'll. Well, I'll ask Fabio if he wants some company there, and maybe I'll go see the priest of Lathander afterwards.
Yeah. I'm just laughing.
Yeah, that's fucking Maester Pycelle.
Yeah. Yeah, you can join me. For
Okay.
sure.
So you guys are headed to the shrine. How about Elowen?
I'll join them too.
Very good. So let's start with Rivette. I know you've been waiting for this the entire night. So you are taken to this gallery, or actually through it, and on the other side there is another space. So you walk first through this gallery where there are paintings on display. You see variety of different kinds of paintings, and once you reach the other space, there is it atelier? What is it called in English? I'm not sure.
No.
A space where there is windows, a lot of light coming in, and there's the stands where there's empty canvases. There are a few other people who have come to study the craft, and then there's a teacher. It's a she. There's an elf woman with auburn hair, and once everybody's ready, she's holding this palette of different paints, and she has a painter's brush sort of like sticked into her hair. Right, well then. Welcome everyone. I'm Merel. I am here to teach you how to paint. Is there first timers today?
Me.
Ah, very good. Shall we begin then? She looked a little bit confused. Clearly she wanted to ask something, but then became aware that it might come out rude, so she decided not to say anything. And she begins to teach you the techniques of painting and how to mix colors, what do you need, and what is the difference between different brushes. And what kind of paintings are you most interested in? Do you want to make paintings of other people, or scenery, or events? What is it that you are most interested in?
I want to capture memories from our group.
Oh, this is beautiful idea. Painting your friends and yourself, and capturing those moments of birthday parties and name days. I love it. I love it. Shall we begin with maybe we start by painting yourself. I have a mirror here, so luckily your colors are quite simple, shall we say? So mixing the colors and finding the correct tone is fairly easy. We're gonna work on the shadows, right? Yes.
Yes, sounds good.
And for the better part of the day, you are studying together the art of painting. Let me just check. I want you to make a roll. So I'm going to check what kind of check. Okay. The skill related to these supplies, painter's supplies, is wisdom. So how's your wisdom score? I would need you to make a wisdom check.
Yeah, it's +2.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and roll a straight wisdom. Wow. Very good. Very good.
Nice.
Dirty 20. So, as you practice for the day, you're able to come up with techniques, and your color combination, how you are able to, combine the colors to come with different tones, is magnificent. It is something that usually takes a lot of experience, but perhaps it is because your strange way of how your brain is working, that it is easier for you. You can, like in paint, there are the color codes. You can easily just decide that this is the one that I see. For example, in myself, my armor is the color code 6945, and then you can just combine the colors and come up with that, and yeah, it comes easy for you. So you can give yourself proficiency in the painter's supplies in D&D Beyond. If you can't figure it out on your own, I'll help you in a moment. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna jump to Randall. So there's a guy who he's carrying an axe in his hand, and he's come to get you from the place where you spent the last night. Hi, what's your name?
Randall.
Nice to meet you, Randall. I'm gonna teach you how to use this. He's clutching the axe. You know what this is called?
An axe.
No. It's called the difference maker. It makes the difference, you see. Now follow.
Okay.
He takes you to his shop. There's shreds of wood everywhere, and he has made toys, furniture, even wooden weapons. There's arrows and stuff like that. Okay. Now do you know what this is called? And he presents a saw to you. Take it in your hand.
I do believe this is a saw.
That's right. It's a saw. So, with this, you saw. And with this, you make the difference. We're gonna start rough. So, we're gonna saw planks of wood, and we're gonna build a table today. First, we cut out the rough parts with the saw, and then we make the difference with the axe, you see. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. It's... You have any experience prior?
Yeah, I have some experience and I have been warming my wrists till 5 a.m., so I'm ready to go.
All right. Let's get to work then. Go ahead. What is probably it's also wisdom. Let me see. Carpenter. It's actually strength based ability, which also makes sense. Go ahead and make a strength check. Not too bad. So, you are also practicing for the day the tools of a carpenter. The finer details are still a little bit like finding their place, and it's not the most beautiful table ever constructed, but it's a table. It works. Serves the purpose. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you can take this table with you and I'll give you some sandpaper so that you can also be finalizing it and getting better at this.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for the lessons.
Absolutely. You can also add proficiency in carpenter's tools. And I would say that you still have time to be working with the glass blower's tools if you wanted to make a magnifying glass.
Yeah, I would like to try and make that.
Very good. You had the materials that you had bought for it, which was 25 gold pieces worth. So I'll just say that you'll be working for the rest of the day with your glassblower's tools. There's like a forge in the city that everyone can use, sort of like a common crafting area, and by tempering the glass, bending it, you are able to construct a magnifying glass. Make an intelligence check related to the glassblower's tools. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. You are able to make a magnifying glass with no problems, and you can add that to your inventory.
Great.
Eloen, Eligos, Fabio, you are headed to the Shrine of Shrontea, which is in the, I want to say, like northeast edges of the port city. You come to this place of where palm trees seclude a shrine. There is a little pond of water And around that water there are people who are seated. They are praying, occasionally touching the water, tasting it, putting it on their faces. They have rituals for Chantea there. And there seems to be also someone who is sort of like in charge of things. He's this guy with long brown hair all the way to his shoulders, brown short beard. He's in his 30s, maybe 35, and he's wearing very light linen robes. Just chilling there, nodding when he sees you entering.
Chantea's blessings.
To you as well.
All right, I'll head to the shrine. Give a little prayer. We don't have to roleplay it now, but it's nothing. Just saying hello. Reporting from Velen.
Okay. You give your respect to your deity. Anything else?
Yeah. I go to the guy who's overseeing everything. Excuse me, I am not from here, and I noticed that these people they have very particular rituals when they are paying their respect. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit about this. Is this something done in Velen? Because people seem to respect Shondea differently in other parts of the world.
Yeah, it depends of the particular individual. And I think that over the time, our customs have become different. We are fairly secluded here in Velen. We don't have large fields, and Shonda's gifts are mainly in the trees and in the roots that we eat. Fruits and
Chris.
fruits and roots. That's mainly what she provides for us.
Then I must try this fruit. Anything you recommend? Something local? A delicacy?
Well, the apples here are excellent. Those we even import, we have magnitude of them.
Then I should have some apples. Are you coming to the fiesta?
Everyone's coming to the fiesta, my friend.
Everyone? Oh, curious. Looking forward.
Even though we are a big community, we're tight. When there's something like this happening, everyone wants to be part of it. Especially now, when the people have been returned back to their homes. You have no idea how much of relief it has been for the people.
The bumblebeans are in your service.
Your name shall echo through the pages of history, Bumblebeans.
Merci beaucoup. Have a nice day.
You as well.
And while this was going, Eligos is kind of going around, just hands behind his back walking around and just inspecting everything, and I even dip my finger into the water that they're that they're like doing stuff with and kind of like taste it.
Okay. It tastes like fresh water. It's not salty at all. Yeah, I'd say that this is pretty much what you get out of it if you don't want to specify your interaction
No,
with the
no,
water
just
more than that.
no, just looking around
Yeah. Okay.
curiously.
And how about Elowen?
I'll just go around the shrine or outside if it's like a building and collect flowers.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not so much of a building, more like surrounded by trees, but you can walk around it, and there are some beautiful flowers to add to your collection. Make a survival check. Why not? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah,
Rare flower.
yeah. There's actually a flower that could be used for making like. Well, you know what? I give you an option. You recognize this flower. It's rare. It's poisonous, but it can be crafted with herbalism kit, either to a potion of poison or an antitoxin, depending of how you want to deal with it. Or you can
We
just
have a herbalism kit.
But what was the kit that I had? That I was making potions.
I'm pretty sure that Eligos, you might have the tools for herbalism. Yes, you
Can't
are.
find them in Foundry. Yeah.
On the main page, details, if you scroll all the way down, there's tools. You have calligrapher supplies and herbalism kit.
Ah, there it is. Yeah.
Okay, well I collect the antitoxin flower. Antitoxin.
Alrighty. And otherwise there's also beautiful flowers that you can add to your collection.
Ah, Shantae's finest.
More flowers, I see.
Yep.
Are you somewhat of a collector of flowers, or
Yes,
just
well
like
I like all the pretty things, and they are so pretty.
Anything
can't
particular you
argue with
find?
that?
I'm sorry?
Anything particular you found?
Oh, I found some that you could use for an antitoxin.
Oh, interesting. I can brew that today.
Here you go.
Well, thank you. Always nice to receive flowers. So, Fabio, done with your god?
We can go on with the day.
We might visit the priest of Lathander. We're doing all this religious stuff anyway. I doubt he's got anything groundbreaking to tell, but be interesting to hear his opinion on this whole situation here.
We can head there next.
Let's
So-
do that.
To the Church of Lathander. Then. This is more, I want to say stiff atmosphere here. There are some priests wearing similar gowns as you, Eligos, different color, gray colors, and they are walking around, and immediately when you're entering, someone is there to welcome you. What can we do for you?
Good day, priest. I was looking for the man or woman in charge here. Any head priests of Lathander?
I am the heads and the tails of this place. Talk to me.
Oh, well, that is interesting. Nice coincidence. Well, we're newcomers to this place, and I was interested in visiting the Morning Lord's Grand Church and hearing your opinion on the state of this fine city of yours. As a member of the clergy.
Why, of course. Always a pleasure to see followers of Lathander. Ah, well,
Oh, yes.
things are fine. Especially now that the people have been brought back. And to my understanding, the group, they are most amazing people. Definitely not liars or deceivers. The citizens, they see the light again. Lathander is pleased.
Well, we are happy to have helped as members of that very group.
Are you okay? Thank you from my part as well. Your service does not go unnoticed.
Well, as I said, happy to have helped. Are you in charge of the... I heard from a guard the other day that you would be the man in charge of the burial rituals around these parts.
That
for
would
the
be
dearly departed.
That would be correct. We guide the people towards the light for their final journey.
I was interested in hearing your opinion on the unique situation of your city. As a follower of Lathander, the undead presence here, how do you feel about that, if I may ask?
It's something that we are born into. We learn to live with them from the very young age. It doesn't concern us, and we rarely even think about it. I think that it's
It's beautiful. It's nice to see that your loved ones are at peace beyond the veil, and makes you think that one day you will get to join them, and whenever you want, you can come back to these streets and relive those moments of your former life.
I can see viewing it that way, surely. You've never had any problems with the more zealous members, maybe some people not from here, followers of Lathander, for example, who might seek to end the undeath here?
The problem is usually with people who come here and don't understand the situation. They freak out the first night of what they see, refuse to listen, thinking that this is harmful, that this needs to be ended. But what they don't realize is that they are fighting spirits that have no hostility towards them. So occasionally, a newcomer who arrives to Velen gets themselves killed or possessed for a certain period of time. And in those cases, we try to help. It would not be the first time for myself to raise someone from death after they have provoked the anger of a ghost.
So I could see that happening. Well, if the Morning Lord is fine with the situation as it is, then surely that's how it's meant to be.
Yes. The difference is that these ghosts, they're not haunted, even though they haunt this place. They're not here because something was left undone. Not so much. At least that's usually the case. But they have passed on and they just visit us from the beyond.
See. Well, nothing to worry about it then.
Except the visitors who don't understand the situation.
Quite so. And what about you, a man of Lathander? Not to talk about any impending deaths of anyone, but when you pass from here, are you planning on visiting?
What I understand is that things change once you pass onto the other side. Things that used to matter no longer matter. So it's quite impossible to say what I will actually do, but I'm sure that it would be nice after 100 or so years of resting to come and see how things are. Of course, also the concept of time seems to change once you are dead. So 100 years could be a few minutes, or vice versa.
That's so. Interesting.
I suppose that must be. Well, I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And
Really
it,
good.
Well, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just if I would die, but you would resurrect my soul if you would learn this trick. How would time go? If I'm dead for an hour, how would that go?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. Suppose it would depend wholly on how you are resurrected and
Is there a
what
timeline for resurrection?
yes,
depending on a spell.
yeah, it depends of the spell. Higher level spells give you more time for the resurrection, but if we're talking about, for example, the third level spell like Revivify, then it's very short time period.
The highest level of spells that I know that can resurrect a person could resurrect you even if you were dead for years. But that is a very complicated magic. And I have no idea how that would go. You would have been dead for years, probably passed on into something beyond wherever your soul specifically would go, and then you would be ripped from that place and returned into life on this mortal coil. And how you would feel about that would probably depend on where you have been. Imagine, for example, that you go to Shantea, that you so fervently worship. You go to her realm, and maybe it is all bliss. And then, after some time, a long time, you're ripped back here from that place. I suppose it would depend on you. How would you feel about that? You might not even be happy about it.
It is quite a complex concept.
Well, that it is. Death certainly is that.
Interesting.
But it's a good thing to try and avoid death as long as possible. That is the reason why I'm doing what I am.
Well, let us hope to avoid death as long as possible.
I can agree on that.
Should we head back to town? Or the church was in the town, right? Or
Yeah, it's there.
yeah.
So
Yes, I've had my fill of the morning, Lord.
is there something else that, let's say, Elowen, Fabio, or Eligos wants to do during this day? You guys have plenty of time today.
I'll do the potion from the... When I get a moment, I'll do the potion from the
Yeah.
flower that Elowen gave
So
me.
roll a herbalism hit. Right, 14. Yeah, that's enough. You are able to make a potion out of that. Are you making antitoxin or poison with this? You can do either one.
Well, since Elowen asked, I suppose I'm making the antitoxin.
Very good. Do you give it to Elowen or you keep it for yourself?
I'll give it to Elowen.
Alrighty,
Here
Elowen,
you go.
you can add antitoxin to your inventory. It's an item in D&D Beyond. Can be helpful.
Right. Fabio goes to the market, buys some flowers. Just say the price.
Okay, so let's say for a bouquet of flowers, 2 silver pieces.
All right. Elowen paid quite a price for.
Yeah, she went to the
Okay, but-
bazaar, and those were grand. You said that you went to the market,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
I was assuming that
Yeah,
something more simple.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Then I take my new clothes that I have and I head back to the ship because I don't trust that my gear will. Even though it's a fine place, burglary happens. So I only have one armor and the sword. So I, well, first I'll check the crow's nest, and if Vera Harlow is not there, I'll just quickly climb there and put the flowers there to her crow's nest. Then I head back to our corridors, or no, cabin, no,
Yeah, there.
under the deck
place. Yeah, okay.
where we have we had a chest or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll store my armor and my weapons, shield, everything heavy there. I'll take I had marked it the cool pirate hat, which was the hat. I had marked it pirate hat. Very cool. Yeah. So I'll use that, and I'll change into the fine clothes that I have, and head back to the city or town.
Gotcha. It's starting to be evening at this point. You all go through the city to go back to the hotel where you're staying. And as you are going through the city, you can notice that a stage has been built, and the entire city has been decorated for the fiesta for tomorrow. So preparations have been going through the entire day for what is about to take place tomorrow.
And then Fabio heads to the restaurant of the inn to have some dinner and drink some wine.
Would the others be joining as well?
Yes, and Rivet will show the painting he has been doing all day.
Yeah, I'll be there as well.
Magnifique! You are quite the painter. That is very good.
Bravo, Rivet. That is
Almost like a lifelike image.
Is it the
fantastic.
It's you can show it if you have it
yeah?
on Foundry.
Do you want me to, like, is it better in Foundry or in Discord? Which one you want?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can choose.
Discord is maybe easier and quicker right now, but
Yep, that's fine.
Right. There we go.
Oh, great. Love that.
I want to make it visible here in Foundry as well. So that...
Oh, that's fantastic.
Old man.
This is how Rivet sees the crew.
That's fucking awesome.
Well, that'll be our group picture for sure.
Yeah, Bumble Bands. I like how grumpy Eligos is.
That is fantastic.
That's amazing. That
We
is
shall put that on the wall of our keep, the main room.
we should buy frames for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Perhaps we can take it to a painting shop to get it framed. That would be very nice on the keep at the dining hall,
Absolutely.
assuming we have one.
I would imagine that we have one.
Or maybe Randall can do the framing from the wood.
That's
That
true.
is even better.
Oh yes, I can absolutely.
Fantastic.
That is amazing.
A group effort then.
That is just wholesome.
And with that, as you're marveling the painting and Randall is taking measurements for the frames, we're gonna end the session as you're having again dinner at the end of the session, and we'll pick it up there next week. Thank you very much.